Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. The first thing that I want to remind everybody about is last week's assignment, which is the brainstorming for our 20% project and an introduction to what the project is really about. I've had 17 people turn this in. I'm still waiting for 10 people to click that turn in button at the top right of your work. So please do that as soon as possible. Partly that is so that I can give you credit for it, but also so I can give you feedback on the ideas that you've come up with. For this week, our plans are we're going to complete a survey picking our top three choices from our brainstorms. You definitely are allowed to change that topic later, but I would recommend that this week you really put some thought into what are you interested in and what are you willing to really look into and present about for the next few weeks. You're also going to read a little bit of background information on your top choice topic. So imagine if you were trying to tell a friend or a parent about it, how could you explain, hey, this is what's going on? And this week, we also are resuming our Creative Wednesday writing. Um, in class, we always did our journaling on Wednesdays, but right now, because of only having assignments posted on Mondays and Wednesdays, it sometimes makes more sense for that to come out on a Monday, like this week, because our second half of the week is dedicated to writing a formal letter where you are requesting my approval of your topic. And there is a very specific format you're going to do that in, but I'll push that out on Wednesday, so don't stress. What you're going to do this week is first pick your topics. So if you open up our document from this week, the survey link that I need you to fill in is right here. If you click that, it'll take you here. And the survey is very short. But what you want to do is go back to last week's brainstorming, unless you know already which three topics you are most interested in, and use your brainstorm or ideas that you've heard since to enter your top three choices. And then you're going to need to find an article from some sort of reputable source. That could be the New York Times, any other good newspaper online. Please watch out for bias ads, clickbait, things that seem maybe not reliable or not very detailed. Aim to use .orgs, .govs, and .edus rather than .coms. Yes, there are many .coms that are really reputable. You just have to use your judgment. And then you're going to copy and paste the article link, which you can always find at the very top of any internet page. You're going to copy and paste that into our survey so that other people might be able to use your link if they wanted to look into your issue, or so that I know you have an article. And then you are going to read that article this week. Again, copy and paste the link into our notes. This is in our document. And you're going to take notes on some of these basic things. You need at least 6 quality bullet point notes, but you can definitely add more. Remember that this chart will get as big as you need it to get. So please keep adding information that you find. And the last thing that I will remind you about is that we do have office hours this week, tomorrow at 1 p.m. And this is the meeting information. Again, that is also in your document. It is very easy to find right at the top here. Please remember when you log in this week to use your first and last name. If I don't recognize your name, I'm not going to let you into the meeting because I do not want to let anybody into our meetings who isn't actually in our class. So please make that easy. The very last thing is our creative writing. You'll see it in your document underneath the article notes. You have 3 choices each week of what to write about. I'll always give you a picture, a text to self sort of connection, and some sort of random writing topic. And your challenge, like in class, is to write for 5 minutes and write at least 5 sentences worth of material. Now, of course, if you're writing a story or a mini poem about the picture or a random thing, use your judgment about how much that would qualify as 5 sentences. Okay. And please, again, make sure at the end that you click turn in. It's going to be right up here where that blue share button looks like. And lastly, as last week, I've given you some very random information to entertain you in this time of isolation. This video is actually watchable through the slides. It is 11 minutes, so it's kind of long, but it is really interesting if you are interested in disease history. Random fact, yes, you can click on this link. It tells you that high-heeled shoes were originally created for men. Interestingly, a lot of that had to do with riding horses and keeping their shoes in the stirrups, but it also had to do with looking taller to be intimidating. And of course, everybody loves Velociraptor. So please comment or email me with any questions that you have for this week's assignment. And I hope to see all of you in our Zoom meeting tomorrow. Have a great day.